The day I fired my own mentor was the day I realized becoming CEO had cost me more than I ever admitted. 10 years earlier, I was the quiet analyst nobody noticed. I stayed late, volunteered for impossible projects, and slowly climbed through departments everyone else avoided. When our founder retired unexpectedly, the board shocked everyone by choosing me over executives with decades more experience. People called it a fairy tale. It wasn't. Within weeks, revenue dropped after a major client pulled out. Investors demanded answers. Anonymous leaks started appearing online, claiming I had manipulated financial reports to earn the promotion. Employees stopped making eye contact with me in the hallway. Every board meeting felt like a trial. The worst part was that every rumors somehow contained details only a handful of people knew. I barely slept. I hired investigators, reviewed thousands of emails, and questioned people I'd trusted for years. Nothing made sense. The leaks always stayed one step ahead. Then I found an old calendar, invitation from months before I became CEO, my mentor, the executive who had trained me since my first day had quietly met with 2 board members dozens of times outside official meetings. At first, I thought he had been trying to support my promotion. He wasn't. The investigation uncovered that he had expected to become CEO himself. When the board chose me instead, he began feeding confidential information to journalists and subtly sabotaging negotiations with key clients. Every crisis that made me look incompetent had been carefully engineered by the person who had taught me everything. The board wanted to settle it quietly. They feared the scandal would destroy the company's reputation. I refused. I walked into his office with HR, placed the evidence on his desk, and watched the confidence disappear from his face for the first time in 20 years. He didn't deny any of it. He simply said, "You were never supposed to win." Losing our biggest contract hurt. Watching our stock collapse hurt even more. But rebuilding trust after exposing the truth became the turning point. 2 years later, the company was stronger than it had ever been. People still ask me what the hardest part of becoming CEO was. It wasn't making impossible decisions. It was discovering that the person cheering the loudest for your success may already be planning your failure.